In today's video, I talk about my client, and 6.5 months ago, he decided to get a hair transplant. And I received the task, and Norwood 3, who is comfortable spending anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000, and he's willing to travel anywhere from Turkey, Europe to Asia. And this tells me one thing already, this guy is after the best bang for the buck, which is totally fine for me, and this is what we got him for $5,400. Now, when he first reached out to me for a one-on-one consultation a year ago, he also asked me like, Matt, what does the whole process of working with you actually include? So you sign up for a 60-minute call with me, I share with you my opinion on your hair situation, recommend the best clinics and surgeons for your expectations, Norwood class, hair type, and budget. As it was the case here, at 28 years old, I knew that the priorities had to be clear. Number one, not getting trapped with an overly aggressive hairline design. Number two, a natural hairline with good density that satisfies somebody who is in his 20s, where the hair density requirements can be quite high. And number three, excellent donor area management. Now, this is where most patients who have a budget cap at like $6,000, they will naturally start looking into Turkish market, where, by the way, you get the best bang for the buck, no debate. But once they start realizing that among all these clinics in Istanbul, you can comfortably get a hair transplant done for just $2,000 or $3,000, they start chipping away from their intentional budget, because why spend more if I can just spend less? My advice is don't do it, because your donor area is worth way more than saving up $2,000 to $3,000 on a hair transplant. You have to treat your donor area like a bank account, not like a one-time casino gamble. And that's the message that I try to communicate clearly to this client of mine as well. Eventually, he ended up with this hairline design, where you can see the hairline has already some signs of macro irregularities, making it look like a coastline. And he also wanted to have his temples included, subtly enhance his facial framing from the left and right side. In total, he got 2,100 grafts. The extraction method used was Trivellini system. It's an automated motorized device, and the implantation was done via pre-made recipient sites, aka incisions, with a keep embedded placer. There was one issue with the temple after the procedure. I remember him texting me. There was a slight gap on the one side where he noticed that the temple wasn't kind of framed like densely, and there was a little gap. So he asked the clinic to fill it on the next day. And that's why I always suggest to not fly home like in a rush in case you are having it done overseas, but rather stay near the clinic or at the hotel for 1-2 more nights and let things settle first. Because chances are, once the swelling goes down, you may notice some asymmetries or some unwanted things in your hairline or temples, as it was in this case, that now, 2 days later, look different. And you feel like the hairline design doesn't look the same as it was agreed with the surgeon initially. When I saw that he wanted to have his temples done as well, I was also very eager to see the end results, because temples are usually very common area where many clinics worldwide can get exposed because of their lack of experience and inability to do them naturally and artistically. So let's look at his temples and how it all turned out. But before, he got shock loss. It was second month mark when he sent me this photo. And here you got to remember one thing. Hair transplants, they don't get better in a straight line. Whether it's redness, whether it's the post-operative shedding, you're thinking like, oh my God, did all my hair fall out again? All of that needs to happen before the real growth follow. So if you are in that middle stage right now, that is also called ugly duckling phase, don't panic, stay patient, and trust in the process. This is month 3.5. We can see how the front comes in a bit stronger than the rest, especially the hair in the corners, but this is very normal, as the areas with the highest densities per square centimeters, they usually come in faster because they were kind of transplanted also with the highest densities. Now, if you look close up, it still looks patchy here and there during the third month, but you can already start styling the hair at this point, and especially if you are not doing like any close-up photos, like you won't even notice that it's like patchy or thinning. So from a distance, it already looks pretty presentable, in my opinion. And here we are, 6.5 months. I start with this wet look, okay, because this looks absolutely stunning, considering this is 2100 grafts that have been done, and his current density looks like this. It may as well have been the full result at this point, and I wouldn't be like mad about it if I were him. This is like 90% hair regrowth for sure. Like if you look at how the density has been transplanted and redistributed initially, any additional growth from here would be a bonus for me. Here we can see a clearly defined temple on the left side. The hairline is looking incredibly natural from here as well. The right temple is already coming in very nicely too. Also looking at his donor area, of course it's long hair now, so we cannot see literally anything, but if he decided to do a fade, we could probably see some little scars from the FUE extractions. I would also like to thank him publicly for putting his trust into my hands. This result is a great example of what happens when the right patient meets the right clinic, but also it doesn't mean that this clinic is the best for everyone, because variables like donor density, donor strength, hair caliber and hair type, Norwood trajectory, and also your specific hairline design priorities will change the whole decision. So if you want to work with me one-on-one and help me find the best fit surgeon for you, check out the link in the description box and also in the top pinned comments below, and I'll be happy to help you out as well. Wishing you health, wealth, happiness, and more hair into 2026.